it's really like reading a book. I can't tell you how many times I've met new people, and it's just like hearing about the life. Like they will tell me like, oh, when I was a kid, this happened. I can see it in my mind like a fucking like a movie,
Oh,
and they're
like
just
like a
telling it
book,
to
like you
me,
said, yeah.
reading a book, and
It's another
they
book.
tell me about how they were boxing this one time, and it was for a championship, and it was actually against one of their best friends because he challenged them, and
Oh
he
shit.
left the gym and went to another coach, and the other coach was telling him that he could beat him, and so they just started manipulating him, and like it's fucking like intense,
Damn, that's like
and the person that was telling me this,
it's like a Pixar movie kind of thing.
yeah, he was telling me like it's you have to. He was telling me you have to be ruthless in the ring. Like you can't take it easy on anybody because nobody's gonna take it easy on you. Everybody that gets in the ring wants to win, and you have to do whatever you have to do to win. Because and then he started telling me the story. It was his best friend, and in the mind of the person that was telling me, they were just gonna compete. You know, it was just gonna be like, okay, let's see who can get more points. You know, it was gonna be fun. And then he noticed that his best friend was actually trying to fucking hurt him, and the other dude ended up like punching him, and like he kind of like got sat down a little bit, and when he got back up, he was like, okay, we're gonna fucking do this. All right then, whatever. So he went out and he won. He won the championship, but I mean, he lost a friend, you know.
Dude. Jesus.
Yeah, and the person that's actually telling me this, I'm not gonna say the name because I just want to respect their privacy. But he's actually fighting for a world title, this month on the 20th. What fucking day are we? Las Vegas.
That's this month?
Yeah, this month.
Wasn't it June?
No, that's for me.
Oh,
that's
that's for
my
you.
nationals.
Oh, okay.
But this is for no. He's already a pro. He's totally famous already.
Yeah, he's up there already.
He's up there already. He's fighting for a world title, which is great.
It's fucking cool.
By the way, meeting people like that, meeting people like at the high level, it's fucking great because you notice like they don't care about any of the shit that people on the low levels care. Like I see people caring about the shoes, the brands and shit. These people don't care about that at all. It's like they just want to do what they're passionate about. They just want to go in there and they just want to box. They just want to go and paint. They just want to go and act. They don't need any brand shoes at all, dude. Not even a little bit. They don't care. That's just second to this thing that they have.
Yeah.
And I totally feel that because whenever I'm in the zone for boxing, it's just like fucking gym, boxing here, gym, boxing here. So
yeah, I get you.
it's kind of like you when you're playing video games. Give a fuck if I'm throwing chips at you. Well, you care a little bit, but you're not gonna stop playing.
Oh, dude. If I'm in a boss, you cannot phase me.
Yeah, dude. I fucking noticed. This one time I stubbed my toe and I was crying like a little bitch. And you didn't give a shit at all, man. It hurt my feelings.
Dylan, this
sure.
never happened.
It did. You remember when I was bleeding? Oh, wait. No, that was my knee.
Yeah, that was your knee. I know that.
Oh, yeah. And by the way,
you stub your knee.
Yeah, the edge of the fucking bed, we need to fix that because I'm still kind of scared of it. I was walk with like conscious like every time I go there.
It's like
yeah, it's like if somebody broke your heart and you gotta fucking see them every day, it's gonna hurt.
Oh.
Fuck the side of that goddamn bed.
I know. I kind of know what that's like.
Well, it's like go ahead and hit your fucking knee on that shit. You'll figure out what it's like.
Nah, but yeah, man, it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things, I think, right?
Yo.
Sex. What of it?
So here's the thing. So I like Terrence McKenna. He's one of the weird people. I like Alan Watts. And I like Dr. Wilhelm Reich. And Dr. Wilhelm Reich is he's one of the people that says sex is really important. And sex is important. And remember last week we were talking about how loneliness is a thing for us now, but sex is also a thing for us now. Like, we're not having as much sex as fucking these old folk were having before, even though we're more connected. They were doing it. Here's the thing: there was like teen pregnancies before, and it's actually going down now, right?
I couldn't say, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing: it should be, because fucking Japan is importing people to have sex because their population.
Oh
is,
yeah. Oh man, I heard about that. I don't.
Yeah,
read.
like Japan's population is just going fucking out of the window because they got anime, they got robotic bitches.
Oh, dude, they have fucking those games that just act like a girlfriend. You know?
Yeah, they have those little things, like they got that pillow. What's that? The waifu pillow thing?
Yeah, the waifu pillow.
Yeah, like they have so much shit.
And for those who don't know what a waifu pillow is, it is a full-sized body pillow with the anime character front and back on it.
Yeah, I'll sell you mine.
I already have it.
No, I won't. It's my baby.
Let's see.
But yeah, like sex it's one of the things that we're not having anymore, just because we're so connected with like fucking social media, and we're just focused on like what our image is, and we have all these video games with all this shit to like keep our minds occupied, and we don't even bother with sex. You can just go home and watch like porn, and that's it. What is this?
So I pulled up a graph. It's births per 1,000 females aged 15 to 19 years.
Yeah, so it's been going down consistently.
Yeah, since 2007, it's basically across the board, even through all of ethnicities, just been going down.
Yeah, so as technology gets better,
it's like we're all connected, but through this
look
barrier.
at Asian Pacific. Like
they had
they're
15
almost,
maybe.
Yeah, they're like who's got the most?
So for Hispanics.
Hispanics got the most. Hey, you know what,
dude? Okay,
I can totally agree with that, because my tío has like fucking 8 children, and if you met my tío, my tía, my fucking 17 primos, my fucking 4 grandmas and tías that are out there, like if my whole family gets together,
you could probably fill the White House.
We need to be outside.
Otherwise, there's no building that can hold you.
We can't fucking be like, we can't be held inside a fucking room.
Just for the sake of people knowing, since 2007, Asians had about 15. What looks like a non-Hispanic or white people in general, it had about like, let's say 27. That looks like a 27. Yeah. Okay,
so birth per 1,000 females aged 15, 19 years old. But the 2015, it's at like 5 for Asians.
Dude, it's like maybe 7.
Yeah, like maybe 7. And then next is non-Hispanic white.
So white people.
So like around, let's say like 18.
Yeah, 17. It's like maybe 17, like 16.
17,000. Then we have all, which we're just going to ignore that one.
That's births for 1,000 per 1,000 females. So between a group of 1,000 females of each ethnicity, 80 to 15 to 80, what looks like 75 in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the green one?
The green one is non-Hispanic black. So just black. African Americans.
Why they gotta say non-Hispanic? Like
black.
Yeah. It's like you're describing the color red. It's non-white red.
It's like non-blue red. What? Fucking.
So it's red. Yeah.
In general, like average across all ethnicities, it's like 42 in 2020 or 2017 or fucking 2007 to about like 22.
Yeah, like 22.
So a drop of about 40 births per 1,000 females.
But Hispanics definitely bring that up, because we are at like 35,
36,
I'd say. 35, around there.
But that's per 1,000, and how many thousands of... There's like 300, thousand or 30 million Americans or some shit. There's a lot of Americans. Again, like I said in one of the other podcasts, Canada, its entire population is less than the population of California. So, shit.
You know what? When I was living in TJ
Mm.
and I would hear about California and I would hear about the drought, like there was like a meme that would say like stop drinking fucking plastic bottles. California out here in drought. I'd laugh, but now I'm out here, and the fucking traffic here is fucking ridiculous. And I don't even drive. I just look at it.
Look at
and
it.
I'm just like, damn.
Damn, man.
I'm gonna hate that shit for sure.
Dude, trust me, as long as you're driving during the right hours, you're fine. Like, I go to work in the afternoon, so rush hour is always southbound instead of northbound, which is where the way I'm going. And then, like, I get off, like, at 10, 11 sometimes.
Hey, you know Rush Hour, how they have, you know, Jackie Chan, who's Asian, and they have...
I was like, the movie?
Oh.
Yeah, they have Jackie Chan and
Chris Tucker,
yeah.
who's black, you know?
Yeah.
It's like two different things. How would that movie come out if it's two different races? Like, mix them up. Like, say it's...
so it's like Indian and, like, Japanese.
Yeah, Indian... Like Native American and Indian.
Okay, like Indian. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was thinking Native American. Sorry.
Native American and an Indian from India.
It's like,
You know how different the fucking interactions would be?
brown one, we must go that way. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly like that. Dude, can you say...
Dude, what about that scene with, like, he is me and I am you?
Can you say... What if he's explaining that the cow is him?
I am cow. I am cow who walks. What?
Cow who walks.
What are you talking about? There is a cow right there.
Yo, but
Sorry, I just peeked.
can you say... Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? But in an Indian accent.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you?
Do you?
Okay, different matchup. Okay.
For those who don't know, I'm trying to learn, like, as many accents as I can.
Yeah, he actually wants to learn about this, so I'm just gonna give him
Just like a practice
test. Give him a little test. What if it's a German and a Mexican?
I feel like they would have to add the Spanish talk. They're like, "Eh, cabrón, vamos para allá, ándale." It's like, what are you talking about? It's just gonna be this like, we gotta go that way. What are you talking about? Just all of them are gonna be.
I just think it would be weird to have a
Yeah,
different matchup,
like,
you know?
It just kind of worked.
Yeah, it's just because like the cultures crash together and it just
They clashed, but in the
so well.
just like the perfect way.
Yeah,
I feel.
I think it's because, you know, like with colors, when you have blue and you have yellow, put them together and you get green.
Yeah.
But then if you have like black and brown, it just makes shit.
It's just like a shittier brown.
Yeah, it just makes shittier brown. So you have to have like the right.
Yeah, and it's like,
Oh my god, you have to have the right programs together in order to function. There you go. Yeah.
I think like some colors that are on opposite ends, like blue and orange, are usually paired together because they clash correctly. Like
Maybe that's why we clash correctly. By the way, I went to TJ today, like I've already stated like 4 times. And I went to the shop, like a skate shop. I can get a full skateboard with like really good shit for $50.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. I go to Walmart and I get a shitty one for like $33, but it's a penny board and it's gonna like fuck up.
And
There's
like 3
good
days.
bearings and shit.
It's not even a penny board. It's like the shape of a penny board.
Yeah, it's the shape of a penny
because
board.
a real penny board lasts quite.
Yeah,
a
those are
while.
dope.
Yeah. I could probably make one. I could probably make a skateboard.
You always say that. You never make me shit.
I don't have the shit for it.
The only thing you make me is infuriated because you don't
Infuriated?
you don't give me shit.
I make you food, so, like, at least
You
once
make
per week.
me food sometimes because we have totally different diets. Like he will eat pizza, he will eat fried chicken, he'll eat fucking sandwiches with like a shit ton of mayo, mustard, a bunch of meats like ham.
You know damn well you love my sandwiches, though.
Okay, but I can only have them like once a month.
Okay, I don't even like need to put that much mayo on it, and like the meats, let's just cut it down to like 3 pieces of ham. You're fine. Let's cut down on the cheese a bit too. Maybe.
I don't need that much like meat.
You don't
though.
like cheese, actually, do you?
I just added a bunch of cheese to.
No,
But
like,
actually, it's because like here's the thing for like fighting, I cut down a lot on like the dairy and the meat and stuff like that.
yeah.
And a lot of people may talk shit about it, mostly on the internet. Cause
Are you vegan?
yeah, and I actually do go vegan for fights because I just find it so much easier to lose weight and just feel, better and physically. And it's funny because people will talk shit about it, but if you ever have any health problems at all, and you go to a doctor, the fucking first thing that they take off your diet, well, you gotta stop eating red meat. You gotta stop consuming meat.
I don't really eat much red meat anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, but you used to, because we used to make steaks all the time.
Dude,
Your
honestly,
father
a nice stir fry, delicious.
would be making that shit all the time. Let me just give you guys a quick fact about Ricky's father. That boy is never here.
Oh, dude, the last podcast.
Yeah, the last podcast, this dude just came in and started fucking making noise all the time.
Hey, what's up, man?
Fucking having conversations
I had to
on the
edit
phone.
so much out of that podcast. I had to listen through it like 3 times, maybe.
Okay, but anyway, this boy had some topic that he wanted to talk about. It was something about quantum physics. So I will let him take it away.
Oh.
Because as it turns out, I did not bring any snacks during this podcast. And this whole fucking time I've been talking, I've been low key kind of depressed because I don't have any snacks here next to me. So I'm gonna go get some snacks right now. Take it away, Rick.
Okay. So Dylan, real quick,
What?
tell me, what do you think is the brightest thing in the universe?
You, baby. You.
You are my light, bro.
You are my light, bro.
What would you say if I told you that the brightest thing in the universe is created by the darkest thing in the universe?
I would say that the darkest person in the world and the lightest person in the world are both African.
That is actually true. Yeah.
Te va, cabrón.
Está cabrón. No, but okay. So these things are called quasars. The only reason that we know of their existence is because, as far as we've been able to tell, they are so far away that their light is still like kind of barely reaching us. And they are so bright that they can be like 25 billion light years away and look like a star that's maybe 10 or 15 light years away, which is insane, I think. So how this works is a black hole near a sun that is too big for it to consume all at once. Call it consume, eat, whatever you want to call it. So it shatters the sun basically into just a bunch of like plasma and whatever chemicals or elements it's just churning in its like galactic furnace or whatever. It just rips it apart and starts consuming it bit by bit, and as it's waiting to be consumed by this black hole, it starts orbiting faster and faster around this black hole. So much so that even in the vacuum of space where there is almost no material, there's maybe like, what is it, like a particle per inch, maybe. It will actually create friction, heating up the sun's plasma even hotter than it already is, making it shine brighter and brighter and brighter. Eventually, like, there's this photo that I really like. It's once the left side, I believe, is like the black hole. Is the black hole consuming the sun, and you can actually see the trail leading off of the sun into the quasar, like forming what kind of looks like a yin yang symbol.
Yin Yang Twins.
Yin yang yo, you mean?
Oh my god, that was like the Kung Fu
Yep.
bunnies, huh? That was my shit, bro.
Yeah.
That was my shit for sure. Can you do me a favor? Can you look up if psilocybin repairs brain damage? Because that was actually a pretty good point. Like, does it? Because you know what? What I loved about my university was that it was small groups. Like, there was only like 30 people in my class at most. Like,
Yeah.
like you actually have to fight for a spot at this university. So the teacher would take time to ask shit and answer like interesting shit. And like he would talk to us about shit that he thought was relevant. You know, like
Yeah.
you know what? In the Western culture, we don't use these drugs because of whatever reasons he would state. But in Europe, they actually are, and in you know the Eastern type of medicine and shit, because you know they have had thousands of years more research than we have, because you know we
didn't put the
started over there.
restrictions.
Civilization started in the East and then it moved towards the West.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So they have had a lot more research over there. So they use different things. And I really like the fact that he would tell us, we don't use it over here. However, over there they do. And this is why. This is the process that goes through your brain and all that shit. And I remember like, before I went to university, and you can like back this up, I was the type of dude that was like, no, it's got to be logical. It's got to be like if there's no proof, it's not gonna work. And
Yeah.
like your chakras and shit like that. No, I don't believe it. Oh, you feel people's feelings. No, I don't believe it. And like energy and all that shit. I didn't believe in none of that. I thought it was just like
some hippy dippy
some
bullshit.
hippy dippy shit. Yeah, but and like God and shit like that was just like, oh no, there's nothing. I was pure atheist. But the deeper I got into learning these things and the deeper I got into science, I felt like something was looking back, and I felt like I started learning about frequencies and energies and all this shit that it's actually possible. And it, like, I don't know, it was just fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful that he would tell me things like that, because he would explain, this drug is super illegal here, but you know what? This is a process that goes on in the brain. And then he would show us every single process, and he would teach us what it's for, how we could use it properly, if we wanted to or not, whatever. But he would teach us, and I think that's super fucking important.
Yeah.
And I try to have that approach when whenever I'm with my little brother and sister. Not with drugs, obviously, not yet, you know, but just like bad words. Because I remember like whenever my parents would tell me, "Oh, don't use that, don't say that,"
You automatically were like,
man,
fuck shit.
Yeah, dude, I would go to school and just say so many fucking cuss words. Like, I would fucking cuss so much more when I was a kid than now when I'm actually like,
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
cursed like a sailor, as
Yeah,
they say.
dude, because you weren't supposed to, you know. So that just made it more.
It's hardcore, as they say.
Yeah, and there's this thing, I forgot what it's called, but it's a psychological thing where like if they prevent you from doing it, you kind of want to do it more, you know.
Yeah.
So like if you tell your kids or you tell somebody don't do that, he's gonna want to do it. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me not to do it? You know, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, like
So
I've got this kind of opinion. Like, I'm gonna tell my kids, yo, there's these curse words. You're not kind of supposed to use them. Just if you want to use them, go ahead. Just like don't say them at me. And just like, let's say like not in the house or something like that. You know, just like not here. Just saying whatever you want. Just be smart who you say it to, kind of thing. Like if they say to a teacher, that's fucking bullshit. Like And it is actually fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna be like they're bringing me in for like a parent teacher conference. I'm like fucking, it was
You're gonna be
bullshit,
like,
man.
well,
Like
that is fucking bullshit.
fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a similar approach. Like one thing that I've loved about the way that my mother raised me, and I think she did it probably just because my mom was a teen mom and she couldn't always be there,
Yeah.
fucking to like watch over me and make sure that I was doing everything. So she would teach me. I want to do something similar to my kids. Like I want to tell them like, look, the word fuck is used for this and that and that and that. And the reason that people don't like it is because of this. You can use it whenever. It's just a form of communication. It's just that word projects a certain image and shit like that. So use it properly whenever you want. I'm not going to tell you don't use it here. I'm not going to tell you don't use it for me. Just, I'm just going to tell you what it's for, what it says, and you just have to figure it out yourself. Okay. The same thing with drugs. Like, I love that nobody was like, don't do this shit. Yeah, of course, like at school, they would tell you, like, oh, don't do drugs. The fucking dare little tiger lion guy. Fuck that. Thank you for the t-shirt, but I tried every single drug that I was not supposed to just because you told me, bruh.
Dude, I feel like it's kind of like the same thing with abstinence, like at schools.
Oh yeah, if you go to one of those schools, they're just having sex.
I'm pretty sure like schools that teach abstinence are some of the most like the highest in teen pregnancies. Because
just teach kids. Like,
yo, this is how you use your body. Don't be stupid. Wear protection if you're going to.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking abstinence rings and bullshit like that. Like, don't be stupid. Come on.
Yeah, like with my kids, what I plan to do is tell them, look, these drugs affect this part of your brain. They do this. These are the possible side effects. These are the benefits. Use them at your own risk. Like, for example, there's drugs that I have used, like LSD, and I haven't done psilocybin, but I've done LSD for sure. And one of the reasons that I did it was because I learned about it in university first, prior to anything. And it wasn't like I was at a party and someone was like, oh, take this. No. Yeah, dude, no. Like, I was always the one that, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But since I learned about it and I started investigating it, there were so many books in the university library. My professor was teaching me about it and all that stuff. I just found it super interesting. And I noticed the pros and the cons, and I decided to go for it.
Yeah,
so I tried it, and one of the things that was really interesting was, since I learned about it first, and I got to see all the effects that it was going to have on me, and everything that was going to go on. I kind of started to feel it.
You could go in like knowing what you're getting into.
Yeah, but while it was happening, like while everything was happening chemically in my brain, I was like, oh my God, it's this part of the process. And just, I started feeling good, and I was like, oh my God, serotonin's being released. And I just started feeling this, and things started moving, and I was like, wow. And because I knew about it first, it just made it so much more interesting.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. So we're going to leave you now. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
What's your favorite kind of drug? Tell us in the comments.
What's your favorite? No, actually, maybe. Yeah, because we can't ask.
If you wanna like comment on anything we talked about during these 3 episodes over the week, just put it down in any of the comments. Like, for real.
Add a comment. Don't be a bitch. Just leave something.
Leave something. If you want to like it, if you dislike, fucking dislike it. It's fine. Fucking go for it.
Dislike it. Just leave something. Oh, investigate DMT.
Oh,
do it.
If you want to. You don't have to.
Fuck you up for sure.
I am not liable for anything that happens to you during your psychotic episodes.
I'm not saying do it, but just investigate it.
Investigate it.
Anyway, you guys, thank you for listening to us. This has been the Side Table Podcast. You bastards.
You bastards. Peace.
Adios.